thing
You don't like anything.
in murder mysteries.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I think it'll be like, it'd be unexpected. It'd be unexpected. You know, you'd be sitting around with the homies like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway,
Maybe.
because you got to make a pipe face. You can't just smoke a pipe like, you got to,
You look
yes, yes.
No,
Yeah.
Like you have to have a British accent as well.
See, that's the thing. Comes with a lot of stuff. It is.
Joe, bring your
There's a lot of
audio up little
responsibility. Smoking a pipe, is that how you feel?
It's asking for a lot there.
Is
Is that better?
That's good. There you
better.
are.
bit.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there we are.
So yeah, it's asking for a lot.
You think so?
I always wanted to be a pipe guy, but I
Like
wanted
you
the
just can't show up?
But
and
like
just,
a corn cob pipe. I want my pipe to be made of
oh, got you.
food. I want to be like this pipe came from my plate.
Yeah. I feel like but I feel like it's mandatory
Listen,
to play a banjo. With a
How's
corn
this
cob.
sound though? From plate to pipe. From plate to pipe, we pack it all night.
You
Oh,
might have a thing.
is that bars? Is that bars?
Cheerio.
Pipe rhymes, Nick.
Good show, old boy.
Meet me around the fire.
From pipe to pipe.
just makes you-
I can't even say it. From pipe to plate.
Do you guys like a
plate
good
to pipe.
bonfire? Like that would be. Do you like bonfires, Nick?
Bonfires are a thing. I could get down with a bonfire. I haven't been to too many,
yeah,
but they're a
That's
thing.
like,
I don't think people of color have bonfires like white people do.
yeah, white people go crazy.
We do. They just don't last as long.
Or they're just really small. It's like in a grill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Hey,
That's
fool,
basically-
we finna have a bonfire, yo.
Yeah. Or
Easy.
or it's the ones that you buy, and the fire pit is basically our bonfire. It ain't
have
gonna be
it.
too big.
I'll have
Yeah.
it.
We gonna do-
I've never been a bonfire guy.
Yeah.
Like you smell it, you leave smelling like smoke.
You do.
straight up.
You do.
That's
You
true.
do.
It's
And you're-
somebody
and-
always tries to jump over the fire.
and you're always inhaling what's
Nonstop.
out there. Yeah.
Do you ever find yourself moving around the fire as the wind shifts? You're like, oh, gotta move. Oh, the
Yeah,
smoke's in
'cause
my
you-
face.
it's gonna hit you.
Gotta get over
It's
here.
gonna definitely hit
It's
you.
back over
Yeah.
here. You end up where you started. It's like musical chairs run the dang thing, man.
That's
I can't
true.
handle it.
It's just true. Bonfires are
blind.
dangerous, man. They're dangerous. They're dangerous things.
Yeah, fires aren't for me. Like bonfires seem like that's what like
Yeah.
cult people do. Like let's. I'm just kidding. No.
I'm just saying, man. It's the thing is you got to be cool about fire safety.
No, that's true.
You have to be.
That's true.
That's true.
Only you can prevent
Should never
That's what smoke
never
is.
give up.
outrageous bonfires.
My goodness.
That's true.
Spoke of the bear.
But there is something to be said about that feeling when you are super cold and you walk up to like any type of fire.
But I feel like
throw your hands up.
in order to be at a bonfire, you can't be there by yourself. You got to have like a lady. You know.
You don't just show up to someone's bonfire.
Right.
Yeah.
What if you're looking for ladies? Because I think a lot of single ladies.
That's
would go to
true. Well,
bonfires. That seems like something girls would do. Like, man, I'm hanging out at the bonfire, girl, in my
Yeah.
jeans skirt.
Hoping, wishing that a fine Southern gentleman would show up,
Like you, Joe.
prepared.
In his
For
car
loving.
jacket.
I actually had a bonfire for my birthday, my 18th
Really?
birthday. I'll have you know.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
you're
it's not
halfway.
so girly. It's not so girly.
Well,
I don't think it's girly. I was
No,
wondering
it's-
if you're a bonfire
I
guy.
I'm just,
so let me tell you how it went though. It was like I ended up having a flamethrower at some point. You know, I had to really bring out the redneck side. It was
You guys rented a flamethrower?
no, Jeremy, my uncle, he owns a flamethrower right now. So we had to get it
nice.
out. You know how it is. Huge
like the
fire.
Elon Musk flamethrower.
No, it literally just shot out gasoline. Like it
You're
was
18.
So crazy.
What?
Shoot
It just
this
shoots
stuff.
out gasoline, and then what's even crazier is the bonfire. Like it was starting to die, so we thought it was a good idea, or not we. Somebody thought it was a good idea to throw just straight gasoline, like a bucket of gasoline on top of it.
See, that's the go-to right there, the gasoline fire.
Yeah, I was about to say, watch videos. Just type that on YouTube and just watch for like 30 seconds, and you'll realize it's a bad idea.
it could have went
I
bad.
don't want none of that. You keep that gasoline to yourself. That goes in my car.
That's right.
Gasoline's too expensive to burn in a
Not
fire.
mine.
I say.
Holy smokes. Yeah.
Is there like
Yeah.
is there like a TV bonfire, like the same kind of way? There's like a Christmas campfire that you can watch
TV
on your
bonfire?
TV. You know, like
Oh, yeah,
the really
yeah,
long
for
ones.
sure. It really crackles and pops.
I don't know if it'd be the same effect though, because it's so big. You know what I mean? Like it just, I feel like it would be like bonfire from a distance if it's on TV. So that's
true.
You'd kind of lose the ambiance of a true
What if-
bonfire.
What if you light a candle that's called bonfire?
That would be a smelly
It
candle.
smells like bonfire.
Put it by the
That would-
TV.
that
Put
would
it by
be
the TV.
pungent.
A little fan blowing on it.
Oh,
like,
so you
man, you're
get
there.
the-
yeah.
So you get the environment
You got that.
as well as the safety.
Yep. As I've showed the Joels and
Yeah.
Pam, my Tesla has a bonfire and it blows. heat
Man, I heard
out-
test is all I
outward.
heard. And I was like, what's he going to say? I showed them my Tesla.
Tesla.
It could be la or tickle. And I hope we didn't go, I'm glad we didn't go tickle.
It's true.
Testicle.
I mean, that would be taken so wrong. Like, what if someone's like, "All right, hey,
those
thanks
early days.
thanks for coming. We're just doing a test of things. So right now we're gonna do a testicle. Oh, what?
Oh,
Testicle.
yeah.
That was the early meeting.
Earthquake.
You could call it a testy for short, Pat.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to come ride on my
That's what I
testy?
need to name it. So when you get it, I mean, this is when again humble brag. When you get it, when you're putting it in your phone, you get to name it.
Oh.
So your car is named whatever you put in your phone. And that's how it's always like. That's how you interact with it.
I think I would name my
Well,
car. I would
I
name my
should've
car
named it
Sheila.
Testy.
Yeah.
Sheila.
Like, you know what they always say? What's good for the goose ain't always good for the gander. Oh, Sheila.
That's right. Sheila is my baby. So
Yeah.
Prince, I'm gonna eat 2 different oranges today.
Are you?
I have a regular Nature's orange,
Okay.
and then I got Terry's orange.
Hey, if it ain't
give us-
Terry's, I don't want it.
It's made of chocolate. You smash it, and it opens up in a minute peels. So first, we're going to
let's-
start with the freshie.
Okay.
Well, hold on, Joel. Hold on, Joel. Let's take a poll real quick. Out of those 2 oranges, if you see them in the store, which one do you pick up and take home?
How you got? Oh, come on. You want me to answer first? I'll say it now.
Yeah.
I'm taking
go
the
in
Terry's because those are seasonal, baby. You only get those at seasonal times. Mm-hmm. They're so delicious. They're hard to find, dude.
I'm going to be honest. I've never had a chocolate orange, so I can't say that'd be the
What?
first thing I pick up.
You've never had a Terry's?
That's
I've never had a
crazy.
Terry's. Yeah.
It has to be a guy because it's Terry.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No eye, no
know,
eye.
it's what it's
I feel like that's something a
TRI.
guy would do, though. Like, hey, take this chocolate, put it on this orange, see what happens.
See what happens.
Delicious.
I'm just going to
Yeah,
cover this orange with chocolate.
So I'm going to put that on my list of things to eat. A Terry's.
Chocolate orange.
you got to wait till the holiday because they
So
only
you
come out.
doing Terry's first, Joe?
I'm taking a Terry's, yeah, for sure.
I'm taking a Terry. Hey, what's Joel doing? Oh, he's just somewhere taking a Terry. That's all.
This is beautiful. This is like, if someone gave you this, you would think it was poisonous. It's so pretty. You know,
Yeah.
like, oh, what's
I mean,
that?
look at that
That's
foil.
definitely the poisonous apple. Snow
I'll
White.
sleep until I get kissed by a sweet prince.
I'm on my way.
It even has texture on the inside.
I was looking for an answer. Thank you. It's got fake seeds up in there. And it's got like a pit, like a chocolate pit.
Yeah, it looks
really?
super good.
Mm-hmm.
So okay,
It's really
okay. So is there a peel on it?
This is the golden peel.
Oh, so the peel, the foil is the peel.
Mm-hmm.
You get to the chocolate. There's chocolate on top, regular orange on the inside, but then there's more chocolate on the inside.
No, no,
Whoa,
no, no,
whoa,
no.
whoa,
You got it
whoa.
all
You just made up a
wrong.
whole nother treat.
I don't know. I'm asking. This is a
Let me
question.
explain.
I'm
Let me-
not.
shh,
It's
okay,
chocolate
explain.
dipped orange.
Let me explain.
Okay.
For a Terry's, where's my box? Let me read this to you. Okay,
Please.
So, make sure you can see.
Let's find out where
Damn it.
Terry's is based out of.
It's a Terry's original. That's all it says. It's an orange flavored chocolate confection, full of fun.
Oh,
Okay,
see,
so look, it's like a whole. Oh, you can't. Oh, there it is.
See,
See that? That's a chocolate.
in my Terry's ignorance, I'm thinking that it's
You think
like
if someone was pouring chocolate?
it's
on it.
like chocolate on top of just some like orange, and then on the inside is some more chocolate goodness. Little did I know it's orange. It's chocolate infused with orange.
Yeah, it's
So
all
weird.
chocolate.
See, I didn't know. I never had one. I don't know. Pardon my ignorance.
It's some,
Yeah, I was like,
I'll do better.
it's something you'll
Straight
never,
from Strasbourg, France.
you'll never try it. You never try them together if it's like
Pardon
the real
me,
things.
Patrick, but if you're going to say it correctly. It's Strasbourg.
they are. Oh,
Strasbourg.
they are from France. France.
Oh, they're not from,
Francais?
yeah.
Imported
Bonjour.
and distributed by Euro American brands.
They are imported from
want the address?
France.
Here's the address, Nick.
Importante.
Pont Neuf.
Here's the address.
Okay.
9 Rue Maurice Mallet,
Yes.
92130. Ici, Les Moulinox, France. Made in France.
Mulanox, France.
I would be so lost. If I had to go to another country, I'd be so lost on phone numbers.
For sure.
I'd be so lost on how to send things in the mail. I would be so thrown off.
Well, let me
Because
ask you
phone
this.
numbers are like 0127, like they're not 704.
Well, but you guys
That's
have
true,
been in the
that's true.
military. Is the military
Yeah, but
Phones
we
are
were
phone-
making,
I mean, that's
we were
different.
making phone calls like that, though, Pat. Like,
We're not damn secret agents.
what?
I didn't know.
They don't make mixed guys and black and Mexicans.
Are there any mixed or Hispanic secret agents?
I think that I would be scared to go undercover. I don't think I would do well.
Oh yeah.
But just paranoia?
I don't know. I
That'd
don't
be me.
think. I
I'd
guess it
be-
would just.
I'd-
Well, you got to imagine, man. You know, you would be well trained. You know.
Yeah.
So you know what they say. Always rely on your training. You look undercover right now with your Schumacher on right now. You
I'm
know,
wearing it in honor of 20 years ago from like yesterday. I was in Iraq.
man. Talk
Nice.
about it.
Walked in, rode in there, shaved my head, looked like an idiot, like bald. I bicked it, Pat. I bicked it.
Yeah, he got
It
his
looks- I
ticket
look
to Bickett.
stupid, man.
Don't say
I look like-
that. You look
A
ready.
Mexican Buddha. It was really weird.
A Mexican Buddha.
Mexican monk.
El Buddha.
It's a monk.
Yeah, La Buddha.
I
La Buddha.
don't know. I believe in Le Buddha.
Rub my belly if you want a little money. You want some luck? You want some luck? Come here, baby. You gotta lick around the what is
Yeah.
that? The belly button.
I like how you made a whole song out of that.
I forgot. Saved it. Boom.
I like that you hit the bass. I really like the bass drop on that one. That was clever.
Gotta
Yeah.
save the day somehow.
Like El Buddha's got a tamale in one hand, you know, and
a thumbs up in the other.
And a thumbs up in the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's got a
It's
sombrero
Taco-
on.
It's Taco Tuesday every day. Man. You gotta
Hey,
get some
every
good.
day is Taco Tuesday. You better believe it.
All right, let's
It's
go.
like
What's
a-
up, guys? Let's go. What?
Yeah, you ready to roll this thing? All right, guys, welcome back. It's your favorite day of the week. It's Tuesday, and of course, this is the podcast. I'm your host. They call me Nick Clemency. With me is Patrick Price. Right below me, and it'll be in a different zone, we've got Joel Reyes Sr. And, of course, continuing with us right here in this corner, they'll probably be in this corner, is Joel Reyes Jr. So I would like to say collectively, what up, everybody?
What's up?
Hello.
What's up?
I was doing my rhino nose because I just charged like a rhino.
You did charge into that. You
A
tried.
rhinoceros.
So today we're going to start with Joel Reyes Jr. Joel Reyes Jr., how are you? How was your week? Tell me something new.
Oh, I'll tell you what happened this week. So, have you guys ever heard of a senior assassin?
Sounds like a crime.
It does. It does.
Is it a
Well,
school
it
thing?
practically is. Well, no. So it's not school endorsed, but it's still technically like monitored by the school. Basically, there's a $900 pot this year. Everyone threw in $7 that wanted to do it, all to seniors, and everyone gets a water gun.
that's where the
You get
senior-
one target, and you have to avoid you're the person that has you, and you have to get the person that you have before the
So I'm the
round ends.
wait, I'm the person that has me.
So let's say
No.
no. Look,
So one senior has you, and you have one.
right.
Senior,
Every
and you have
person
to
gets one
avoid-
senior. Every person gets one senior. So that means that you're avoiding somebody at all times. So I took it seriously. I ended up going on a run. You know, like I ended up leaving work 5 minutes early. Had a whole plan. Like made out. You know, I knew somebody was out to get me. So they followed me home partially. I ended up taking.
Were they?
Huh.
Were they really?
Yes.
Like they were really following.
They were following me.
Because that would have been weird if you thought that nobody's following.
No.
He's like,
So look.
I gotta go. Jesus.
I didn't even know.
There's that car again. It's blue.
It was blue. It was a blue car, but I thought I was I thought I was tripping. So I took a random turn. They follow me. Then I turn around in like a random parking lot. Then I wait for them to pass me. I get behind them, and then they turn away. I go the opposite way. Then I'm safe. And then I get out yesterday. I got out yesterday.
Man, you're dead?
Yep. I ended up getting
No,
shot.
$900
He
for
ran-
you?
he
Who
ran-
got you? Who got you?
My somebody I know. He's not. I don't really know him that well, but his name's Jadaric. He's pretty cool. He ended up having like a water cup. Like literally, that's all he had, and he checked the rules, and it still worked. He snuck up behind me, hiding in a bush.
Hey, sometimes you just
Dumped
gotta have
your
water.
He
water
dumped it
cup on
all over me. No, it was on my side. On my side, it still counted.
Moral of
though.
the story
Always
is
watch.
watch out for those generics.
Always
because
watch
they
your
might
back.
be
Yeah.
generics.
Never let him get you. Never let him get you.
Never let
Cool concept. Though.
That was my week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my week.
That sounds
All
It
right,
was
so
scary.
let's continue on down the lineage and kick it over to Joel Reyes Senior. You had a fun night tonight, I would say.
Not too bad. Why do you gotta get my business out?
Oh wow! You know what?
Well, maybe I didn't like it. Maybe I
You know
hated
what?
it.
You know what?
Maybe I woke up. No, I'm just kidding. No, it was a good time, man. Yeah, it was exciting. We went to the talent show at the elementary school.
That's good times.
Talent shows are always fun.
I tell you, I had a moment though where I was very embarrassed.
Oh, let's hear it.
Yeah, I was. This is an embarrassing moment, and I had to figure out how am I going to play this off, right?
Yeah.
So we were leaving. It was over. The talent show was over, and we were leaving out. And I saw my dad, and I was like, "Dad, what are you doing?" And as soon as I turned, dude, everybody there's Indian. First off, I didn't even think about it.
No.
I thought this is funny, and I thought,
Yeah.
"Dad, what are you doing?" And he looks at me, and nobody says nothing, and I'm like, "Oh my God!" See him right there getting a drink, and he goes, and so I'm like, I look Indian enough.
Yeah.
So I just keep going with it. I'm like, you know what I mean? Can I bring it down? This and that. Trying to
Yeah.
like make up a rap or something.
Just
and then
yeah.
Pam goes, Joe, there's somebody right there. Why would you do that? And I'm like, I said, because it's me. What do you mean?
The crazy part is, the crazy
Dude, they
part
were
is,
calling-
Give it up.
No, the crazy part is that guy stared me down. He's like,
no, I was
you know,
gonna say
those
yeah.
eyes.
But I was gonna say maybe because in his mind he was like, I knew it. I told you he was
I
Indian.
hope so. Yeah.
What did I
should've
tell
looked-
you?
I should have looked at him and been like,
You should have. You should have hit him. You should have went. What?
see what happened.
What is the problem? What is?
My bad, you're
What
good.
is? No, I'm telling you, that's what he was thinking. Like I knew it. I knew
mean,
he was.
if anybody's watching-
I knew it.
I'm 10% Indian.
Yeah, we can do that.
So, you know what I mean?
So
There he
funny.
goes.
I can't believe you
Oh
went
yeah,
with
that
it.
could be.
I feel like the only thing that would have
That's what happened.
the only thing that would have given it away would be the voice. I mean, I feel like you have the
No,
accent down pretty good.
I kept
but
it. And I just kept it going. I felt like he was following me. It's like, man, he's gonna curry me.
Were you wearing your scarf?
That's why.
Were you wearing your scarf?
The curry.
No, I should have. I should keep it in my back pocket.
You should always
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
it on you.
Slow
Scarf
motion.
is
It's like
bomb.
I go right into it. Boom,
Immediately you hit him with
yeah. Instant like.
this. Yeah.
Sit back. Oi. And if they say anything, if they go like, if they're like, "Hey, why are you making fun of us?" I say, "Oh no, that's how Mexicans talk.
That's it.
That's I wasn't making fun of you. That's just I'm from North Mexico. That's how we.
North Mexico. Yeah.
That's how we get at it. Hey, we get at it, and they'll be like, "Oh, who knew?" I say,
Okay.
That makes sense. That makes
"We
sense.
do. We knew." You know. So it was just a moment, and I made it out there alive.
Hey, we're glad that you made it. And listen, I didn't mean to put you on blast. I just was highlighting.
I know. I don't
You
care.
know.
Bills, put me on blast. It was just a fun moment.
It's
It's
hilarious.
just you never know what's going to happen in the world of Joel Reyes Sr. Let's just put it that way. You don't know. So when you ask the question, be prepared. All right, Patrick, you're on deck, man. What's going on? You've got a flight.
Yes.
You've got a flight.
6
morning.
o'clock.
friend.
Yeah. You got to get up. Like I said, I've stated this a few times on the podcast, but I still haven't got the concept that I have TSA pre-check. So I think, why are you staring me down, Joe?
I was just fixing my camera.
Oh, I
Get my face, man.
That stare right there.
was like, are you that mad that I have a flight tomorrow morning? Well, yeah, I haven't.
Jealous.
I haven't.
Easy, calm down. Hey, calm down.
It's so scary looking. It's terrifying.
Your mustache looks so crazy just now.
That's the only thing you can
It went
see
way
in your
down to your
face.
neck. Like it was way down here, bro.
Oh, dude, I'm dripping it. I'm growing it down to my dang gully. Like it's gonna be like this. I'm trying to connect my beard to my chest
be
hair.
Are you trying to get the Fu Manchu?
I want a connection. I want it to look like a face pair of
Just, it
overalls.
keeps going.
Weird.
Yeah.
Just hair overalls. Is my face.
Oh, bro, you could start a new trend and call it mush spenders.
Ooh, that'd be nice. Yeah.
on.
What if I bring it to like a tie? Like a hair tie. Let's call it mine. Instead, like, they have the, what is that? What's the Texas tie? Bow tie?
bow
Is that what it
tie?
is?
A Texas bow tie.
The North Carolina hair hanger.
There you go. Jeez. Oh,
The bear bringer.
the bear bringer.
The bear.
I would hate.
The bear.
I would hate to
don't
be
even
so
know what I
hairy.
thought
If
about
you're
now.
a so hairy guy, I'm sorry, but I don't know what I would do. Like
super
Gotta
hairy?
get laser.
the hairiest parts of my body are all pits. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't wear a shirt.
But
If you have if
Yeah,
you have-
Joe, you barely have any chest hair, don't you?
no, I got it now. As I grew older,
No.
I grew hair. I'm still hoping to get taller. So
Yeah.
let's keep hitting these
I have,
random
I
marks.
used to not have any.
I think you
hair
got
on
a
top
shot,
of my
buddy.
back.
I have-
now I have little patches, and it drives me absolutely
I
nuts.
have no body hair except for leg hair. Like it literally is just my arms, nothing, no chest. What is that?
Whoa.
Is that that's
Terry.
the Terry. Why are you hitting Terry?
Terry's tasty orange.
you
Why are you
busting
hitting
the Terry?
Terry?
Break it up.
You have to slang it.
Why'd you say that, Patrick? That was so nasty.
Why you busting Terry?
I'm embarrassed.
Why you busting Terry? Ew. He does not.
this. Watch
He
this.
does not. You get one in the chat for that one, Patrick. You
That's
disgusting
nasty.
person. You.
What
That's
was the
one
Terry?
for you.
What was the Terry clip on social media that went?
Back it up, Terry. Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse. Put it in reverse, Terry. Come on, man.
There's like some. There's
Give me
like
some
some
of-
internet. Ooh,
My chocolates.
yeah.
My chocolates are your chocolates. Have a bite.
Wow, it
man.
really looked like a bunch of little.
It's a
they look like
delicious
oranges.
orange sliver of
Oh,
chocolate.
they even have the
life.
lines in
Yeah,
them.
Nick.
Jelly
Nick,
right
how have
now,
you never
so-
had one? And you've been around my dad for so long, and he loves
Your
them so
dad.
much.
This is the first time your dad has ever introduced
Oh, wait.
Terry's.
That's how you gotta eat them. Look, you
crazy.
gotta be careful because all the chocolate juice.
Probably because he eats them as soon as he gets home from the store.
Probably.
every time.
Or that juice in there, that chocolate milk.
He
Come
doesn't
out.
want to. You know what, Joe? You know, Joe Jr. I think you're right. I think it's the one thing Joel doesn't want to share with me
Is Terry? He doesn't want to share his Terry.
because he's never said, "Hey, Nick."
He's not a Sherry Terry kind of guy.
He's never said, "Nick, hey, I got these Terry's I
Terry's
want
in
to
my-
share with you."
Terry's
Terry's,
not
no
Sherry.
Sherry.
No Sherry. Oh my god, that's
No
terrible.
Sherry, my Terry.
I'm hurt.
Oof.
Got pain in my heart.
You ate the rind? Oh my goodness.
And I got that chocolate juice in me.
I hope it stains
You
your
do.
pants, sir.
It does. It stains my taste buds with deliciousness. I'm gonna be spitting up tasty fruits for days. I might throw up, Nick. I might throw up just to taste it again.
I'm appalled.
Oh no.
That's how good it is. I might just
so
puke in my
nasty.
hands and just.
I am hurt.
Or you could
I'll send you a video.
You could wait even
And with
longer.
my-
Just wait
my
wait
feelings.
2 days. Bring it back in.
And you have hurt every last one of them, sir.
Like friend cheating on you? Like meeting someone in the bathroom and giving your phone number?
Ooh.
You said you would never bring that up again. We had a
said I
long
didn't
car
forgive
ride
you.
about
I
that.
said I didn't forgive you.
You
The
know?
dog wants some Terry's.
You didn't have to bring that up, sir.
Don't give the dog any Terry's.
No
We're
dirties for you.
trying to move past it. And if you can't
No Sherry, my Terry.
forgive me, all I can do is pray for you.
How a
Forgiveness.
so like
Can I tell you?
You made
Go
me
ahead,
drop my phone.
I had a question. So,
Okay, ask away.
so you know, you guys have been around each other for a long time, right? So,
Truth.
I'm
And it's
wondering-
been bliss.
I'm wondering how serious does bro code get? Like, how does that pertain? Does that exist for you guys? Does bro code?
I'm going to tell you how serious it is. It's so
What is
serious,
that?
I
don't
wrote a
understand
song
the
about it.
question. But I don't understand the question.
Bro, you don't know what bro code is back in the day? Like, whenever
No, what are you questioning about?
I'm wondering
before
if,
hoes.
if you guys lived by it, if you guys respected the bro code, if that was something you
Give
guys
me
did.
rule number one. Rule number one.
Bros before hoes?
Uno.
No? Oh, whoa.
Like I said, we wrote a song about it. That's how
Bros
serious we take
before
it.
bros.
Bros before bros? Oh.
Oh, you're just a fruit monster this evening.
I'm hungry.
At least you went to the fruit. I'm actually proud of you, sir, because you could have went to
I mean,
dirty snacks.
That
Cosmic
was
brownie.
dessert. I had a Philly cheesesteak pizza.
Ooh.
That actually sounds
Just a sliver. Just a smidge.
just a little bit, just this much.
But look what I was
That's
gonna
good.
do.
So
Like, keep
you're
going.
saying, all right, so we know the typical bro code. All right, what's like rule number 2 for the bro? Because it clearly, it's interesting to find out from an 18-year-old what the bro code means at 18.
Yeah.
All right.
And what's y'all's bro
Your
code?
definition.
So what specifically?
Always look each other in the eyes.
No, so specifically, there's one thing I was wondering. So I thought you guys would have just assumed what I was talking about, but I was asking if you know the aspect of like if your best friend or your friend dates a girl,
Oh, you can't date your chick.
you can't
Yeah,
date that same girl. Never.
Yeah. No.
Never.
Can't.
Always holds
What?
up. Always holds up.
Yeah, always
Listen,
hold up that.
listen, bro.
Because
chick-
that relationship
Go ahead.
will not hold up, and your
Yeah.
friendship will.
Exactly.
If you're
Basically
bros.
put, bro,
And you can't
Any-
recover it.
any chick
Yeah.
that exits the relationship becomes excommunicado. We don't play that, right?
Let
You lose one, you lose all.
me say that. Yeah, you're right. But let me say this though. Sometimes, if it's just like a couple days or hanging out for the weekend, that's different. There's no bro code if it applies. Like if you're dating, that's different. But I think if it's just like
Mutual
you're
friendship.
holding hands or whatever,
Yeah.
it's different. You know, like you
So
can
you
hold
said
hands with-
you're
like
good.
we could hold hands with the same girl.
Yeah.
If we're not loving them or dating.
True. We're good for the fling, but not for the ring. That's a good way to put it, Joel.
Yeah, you never date your homeboy's girlfriend or
Ever.
ex-wife.
Ever.
Unless there's permission. Like if it's like, dude, like, hey, you should date my ex. Like you guys would make a good couple or something.
I'm sorry.
That
For
would be different.
me, it's full excommunicado. She don't stand a chance. If she didn't do it with the homie, she ain't doing it with me. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
I'm extreme with my homie love
Yeah, hey, you before her, feel me, dog.
all day long. You know what I'm saying?
Bless you.
Thank you.
It's him before her. It's us before them. Okay.
That's right. If my wife is
Code that
watching
we
this,
live by.
it's a song. It's a
The
song.
bond
babe.
amongst men.
It is a
It's
song.
just a song, babe.
Hey,
It's-
check it
we're
out.
just
We'll check it on
playing a song.
YouTube. Hey, can we link that song to this podcast?
I
Pat?
think so.
Well,
Is
we'll
it
have to
on-
do that.
Yes, on YouTube.
That is a good song.
You'll
Have you
learn
never
some
heard that? Have
things.
you never heard that song, Junior?
no,
you'll
I
learn
love
some
I love that song. I remember.
Oh, okay.
Remember
Here's
before
what
the
you
video
do.
was out.
Actually, play that for your homies if they need a reminder.
I
'Cause
do.
It's all in there.
Let me tell you something
true,
crazy.
that's true.
Let me tell you something crazy.
Ooh, let's hear it.
So one of my good friends, no name drops, but
You can name drop.
me and this person hung out like every day, every day last semester, right? And that was about maybe 3 months ago. At this point, get this, ready? New semester starts right after Christmas. He ends up finding a girlfriend, right? Can't get mad at that. He ends up working more because he wants to start his career earlier. He's going to culinary, so good for him, right? So, but this is the kicker, right? I'm talking to him. I'm like, yo, what's up, man? We haven't hung out in a while. I was just expecting it to be like, yeah, I've been working all the time. Nothing wrong with that. He tells me, he's like, yeah, I got a girlfriend. So that every day that I'm off, I'm hanging out with my girlfriend. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. And then let me
brutal.
tell you what's worse. You
Yeah.
ready for what he
That's
told
puppy
me?
love, though.
He told me, he said, if it's between hanging out with you and hanging out with her, like, doing the dirty deeds, I got to hang out with her. And I was like, wow, I can't believe you say that to my face.
That's such a young
I can't
person's
believe you'd say that
perspective.
to my face. I was so upset.
That's right.
He's not, bro.
That's true.
He's not, bro. No, bro.
No, bro.
You know what you need to do? You need to drop that zero and get you a hero.
Find you a Sheila, like we was talking about earlier.
You got to have a Shayla.
That's right. then every time she does something, you can go, oh, Sheila.
Typical Sheila.
All the time, no matter what.
It's always Sheila.
Song.
It's a Sheila.
good song. Come on.
Like, are there people that exist that pretend like there's a camera there?
Yes.
Like
People in school like that.
Oh, like the fourth
no, they
dimension?
don't.
Like the fourth
they
wall
think
break?
they're breaking the fourth wall, but there's nobody there. No cameras for life.
I think I've done that before.
That would be fun. That would be
I
fun.
think
you would
like,
just do that?
people, come
That's
on.
like I'm picking that up. I'm picking that up.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm gonna make that a thing.
You want me to put you in the wrestling show?
Yeah.
Look, Patrick's
Not
gonna be
happening.
Patrick's gonna be on the plane. Like, can you believe it? I can't. you should have a sound bite in your pocket so that when you hit it, it's hit a pause.
He's like, would you like a beverage, sir?
I've got to imagine there's some people like that. Like,
course.
Ask the question, Nick.
He's like,
So,
would you like a beverage?
are you on your way to Chicago?
I am.
Would you like a beverage?
Oh, I thought you were gonna ask me for a beverage.
Oh, can I have a beverage? Can I have a beverage?
What
You said ask me for a beverage.
would I like a beverage?
What?
Yes, I would like a beverage.
Patrick, you got to practice. You got to practice.
Sorry.
It's a take two.
That was
Take two.
good, Pat. That was good.
That's how they do it, right?
I think our
Just
timing
if
was
I'm,
on.
If I'm sitting,
Yeah.
it's like, would you like a beverage? You'd be like, would I like?
Yeah,
a
there you go.
beverage? Yes, I would like a beverage.
Oh, dude, you should do
Or
that.
like
I would love
I
it.
need
I
to do
think
the Zach Morris. Time
time
out.
out.
The cliche one.
And then everybody's just looking at you like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm sorry.
the
I'm
cliche
sorry.
one.
Like,
Whoa.
what are you doing? Yeah.
Whenever
My bad. I'll bleep that.
You know what?
I'll
Let me
bleep
ask you,
that.
Pat. What the f are you doing right now? What the f
I'm
is wrong with you?
trying to think about the fact that I'm not going to get any sleep tonight.
Sleep is overrated.
It is. I can sleep on the plane though.
You sleep when you die.
That's right. You sleep with the worms.
Oh,
Worms with perms.
I'd rather sleep and live another day.
That's true. That's
I'd
true.
much rather do that. Oh man! So let's get into it. Does anybody want to kick this thing off, or how do you want to do this tonight, man? Who's got something?
I don't know.
You're not bringing nothing to the table, little Jolie?
You expect? Did anybody? I can find something right now if you want me to.
I got something, but I was just kind of. I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be selfish. So I wanted to.
What is the life of a college
Bound.
18-year-old
Oh,
Bound.
right now?
Well, it really just consists.
Besides having no bro friends.
It just yeah, that's true. You know, you got to find them. You got to make sure they're right. Honestly, it literally just consists of just hating going to school every day because you have no reason to be there. Like,
Get it.
No, hold on.
I already got accepted.
understand.
I already.
Are you in college?
Yeah,
Or are you in high
I'm
school?
But you got to
school.
finish the year. You can't
well,
just say,
okay.
oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, my grades are fine.
You're a senior?
Yes.
I like the
You're
compliment.
getting-
But-
Appreciate. This is one of the funnest times of your
This
life.
is what's
Was
this
mine.
is, this is what isn't fun though. Is that the classes that I'm taking are like pretty much like I have 3 electives and then 1 core class, and then my classes are like empty. I don't have anybody I know, so like there's no reason for me to go to like it sucks.
You can't make new friends?
There's not like people like it's not like many people in my class. Like
Tell me this. For years,
You guys
we
are
put
so
you
short-sighted.
we put you on the podcast. We let you host stuff, put you in front of all kinds of people, and you tell me you only have 4 friends.
yeah, I guess I mean I stick tight. I stick tight to my people I like.
And guess what? Time to spread
Yeah,
those
but-
cheeks and make some new ones.
Yeah.
No, like I don't know. I just don't like the.
Hey,
the
ti-
You got
Tight cheeks don't
young
make fart
kids.
sounds. You know what I mean?
young kids. The young kids are so short-sighted because think about the alternative to where you have to wake up, have to go to work. Yes, you make money, but you are basically working for someone else.
You ain't got a choice.
I mean,
Yeah, you don't have a choice.
I tell my
just to pay a bunch of bills, and then have enough money to go eat at TGI Friday
I tell myself every day
on a Friday night.
if I
You go do.
if I graduated a semester early, I would be able to work and make money whenever I want and have free time. It'd be so nice. It would be
But
so.
you didn't.
Yes.
So
but you didn't.
wishing
yeah.
for something like that makes no
I
sense.
can't
Like,
wish.
Mike, man,
I could have.
You're
That's the
wishing
thing.
for the future, and I'm telling you, as late 30 something year olds, the senior year of school is one of the fun times.
we didn't have stuff you had. We don't have half the shit. You have.
Nothing goes on.
half
Though.
the stuff you
That's
guys
the
have.
thing. It's like you think
We would
that there's
sit outside. We would sit outside in the parking lot listening to Nelly in a Jeep.
people like that's what I that's
Skipping class
that's what
to
my
go to
close
Walmart.
friends. That's what my close friends do. No one else does that. Like people are just like always trying
All
to do
on their
stupid
phone.
stuff. Like
Or doing
Maybe you should
TikTok.
switch. Maybe you should switch from Nelly to something else. More people
mean,
might be
Nelly's-
interested in
hey,
it. That's a long
Riff
time
Raff.
ago.
Against
Joe.
Nelly.
I suggest
Nelly still
Riff Raff.
hits.
Long time ago, bud.
But yeah, not much happens. I just go to school and work, and
Yeah, but don't wish school away because soon high school will be done, and then it'll be a memory, and you won't be able to live it out.
well, I'm not looking forward to getting rid of school. I'm looking forward to getting rid of high school and then going to college. I'm
until you-
excited.
Joel,
I'm
Joel
excited
Senior.
for the new life to be able to go on my own.
Well, I can understand that.
Joel Senior, I think it's time to share that. What's that song you always play that has the advice on it? That has the track on it.
Share, wear sunscreen.
I think you need to
If I
play
could
that
offer you
for Joel Jr.
one thing,
Give him
sunscreen
perspective.
would be it.
Yeah, I think you need to listen to that, Joel Jr. Absorb the strong advice this man is giving, and let it change your life, man.
You know, what I saw
Right under
today.
that bright ass light you got.
Let me tell that's too bad. Let me tell you, I saw. Did you see that story about that tornado in Southern California? It sucked that teacher out the window.
Talk about it.
No,
Gone.
explain.
So they sucked her,
like she
right,
was
sucked
teaching?
her right out the room, man.
Whoa.
Teacher sucked out the classroom. Powerful winds.
If
and
you're in
tornado.
a school, what's the number one rule? If you're in a school, and
Get
a
under a
tornado hits,
desk. Or you get in the hallway.
Either get under your desk or get in the hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get in the hallway in a ball position, face down.
Dude, there's video of this lady flying around like,
There's video.
She was like in the room flying around.
There's no way.
Wait a
out.
minute. Is she okay?
Out the
Be-
window.
Like Wizard of
Before we,
Oz.
is she okay?
See,
Did she survive?
Reportedly cracked open the door. Okay, the teacher reportedly cracked open the door after her students told her someone had run outside, at which point the wind blew the door open and pulled her off her feet,
way.
sucking her outside.
Holy smokes.
All of a sudden, we opened the door a little bit, and then we just gust of wind starting to build up faster and faster, and then they took her. So the teacher's rescue, a senior reportedly came to the teacher's rescue.
Oh,
That's crazy.
okay. She survived. All right.
Survived.
I want-
In my mind, I had a Fortnite scene where you're just like,
Yeah. Before we chuckled, I just wanted to make sure that she was good. You know.
if I'm going down, like if I'm in a tornado
Yeah.
and I'm gonna die, I gotta have the most fun I ever had in my life. Like
Yeah.
while I'm up there, I'm like dun, 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 like pretending, like doing all these fly, like I'm in a tunnel. You ever see the fly tunnels?
Yeah. Well, dude, just come on, man. I've watched enough cartoons to know all you got to do is swim down to the middle, and then you're safe. You just got to
Tornado
get
swimming.
You just
Tornado
got to
swimming
get
is
to the
banned.
eye of the tornado. Oh, I didn't
It's
know
banned
that.
in most states. You can't tornado swim anymore because too many people get drowned out there.
Come on, man. I'm trying to put
Not-
stars
not
on the
my
roof of
rules.
my car.
Not my rules, buddy.
Speaking of banned, have you heard about the TikTok? TikTok getting banned again? They're talking about it. It's been
the
going
States?
around. Yeah, in the
Yeah,
United
it's
States.
about bringing that heat down.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know. How I
gonna be
feel.
There's
gone
a whole
soon.
there's a whole trial for it. I should
Can
do-
an 18-year older live life without TikTok? That's the question.
I don't know.
If they get rid of TikTok, what you gonna do?
I get a lot of my information from TikTok now. Like not as in like
That's scary.
not-
That's
insane.
scary.
no like
That's insane.
not as in like there's so many stories that don't get covered or like that you don't ever get like light to that people talk about on there. It's just like I'm not saying like it's all factual. I'm just saying like that's where
But
I
you're
hear a lot
taking
of things.
somebody's. But that's the thing. You're taking somebody's like stories in the U.S. you need to know about. Did you know that 4 countries have joined Britain and done?
No,
I
that's
get
different.
it, but some of
that's not what gets
Do
on
you
my
Google
For
it
You
to make sure it's real?
Well, if it's
got to be a
interesting,
part
then
of
I
the
watch
EU.
YouTube, and then you just, I mean, it just opens up a lot of windows for things I'm interested in for sure. Like photography, it like ended up showing me a lot about photography. I mean,
I heard there's a spaceship behind the moon. It's going to be
I heard
it's up soon.
people were saying though that the reason why they were trying to ban it is because there's too much information being spread. It's too widespread. Everyone's on there, and that
No,
means that
they're
they're
trying
afraid.
to ban
They
it
don't have to.
because China is using it as a template and a tool to spy on us, U.S. Americans.
But there's also
Those
the art.
Chineses.
It's crazy that
trying to take our
China, wait, the Chinesies.
those Chinese. You know what they do? They're like, we want to take.
Those sound like
Right, Joe?
knockoff sneakers.
The breath.
that was in it. That
Very
was in it.
breathy.
We want to take your stuff, man. That's what you say. That's what you say. I don't even know where I
Your
got that.
information.
We want your information.
We're coming for it.
We come in.
So, you want to share your information, do you? Don't
I
worry.
like TikTok. I just think if TikTok disappears,
entertaining.
that some American country's going to pop. American company's going to come up with one.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
They're the
sure.
same
Yeah,
thing.
Instagram Reels.
Instagram
And they'll
Reels
just call it.
is what TikTok-
They'll just call it Talk Tick. They're just going to change it. They're going to switch it up.
Tick tick.
Hey, you want to watch Talk Talk?
Freedom Talk.
Since we're talking about accents and we're talking about China and we've done a few accents, we love to do accents on this show. But I read something that makes me very, very cautious about being careful how I use them. Let me ask you guys a question. Have you ever heard, and this takes us into our That's Really Weird segment, which is brought to you by Szynski's Plumbing. All right? There's no other plumbing like Szynski's Plumbing. Okay? So if you have plumbing needs, Szynski's the guy to see. All right. There's actually a syndrome called foreign accent syndrome. Has anybody heard of that?
Nope.
Yep.
No.
Yes, I have.
You've heard of it, right? So for those of us that haven't heard of it, believe it or not, this is an actual condition that if something happens to you, some type of head trauma, right, or there's a serious sickness that makes you ill, you could potentially go into a coma and then come out of the coma and actually have an accent from another country.
I want that. I might go hit my head on the wall right now.
Well,
Yeah. So
Why don't I sound
things that could
Spanish?
cause it are things like strokes, traumatic brain injuries, brain lesions, or aneurysms, and multiple sclerosis. So imagine you've had a stroke. They have to put you in a coma. You come out of said coma, and now you have like a true So a couple of the cases were there was a French lady who woke up and had an Australian accent. There was another lady who was from Britain. She woke up and had a Chinese accent, right? Not speaking the language, just having the accent. So the same way that we, have fun doing accents, you could actually wake up and permanently have an accent that you've never had before.
I wonder how it does that. I wonder how your brain just switches like that, and then just
Well, the problem is from what you read, what happens, your brain does like a full reset, and unfortunately, you don't know what's going to happen after your brain does a reset, and so you could wake up and have a for sure Chinese accent, and you can't do nothing about it. Right? It sounds like it's a game, but it's a real thing.
Hey, what if
It
you
takes you back
rare.
to your prior
you could,
life.
you could have.
what if you got into a wreck and you got into a coma and you wake me up and I'm like, what happened? Oh my god, jeez, this is so sad. Why am I talking like this? I can't stop.
Yeah.
What if you get stuck in that one?
See, and that's why I say it sounds fun until you get the one you don't want, and then it becomes an
Yeah.
issue. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I would hope I'd get lucky and get like a French accent or something like that. Some things that's very sexy. And when I talk to the ladies, they'll be like, "Oh, parlez-vous français?" No, mais oui. But I am American. I just happen to have the French accent.
Do you think that American
L'amour.
women are like, man, I just love French guys?
No, I
I
don't
don't
think
think
so.
so.
No.
I think it's a
I think
movie
you're-
thing.
I
It's a
think-
movie
I
thing.
think-
Pepe Le Pew has
It is
ruined
a
our
movie.
brain.
I think dudes
I think
are,
like 1990 movie.
dudes are into
Yeah.
French girls. I think. That's
Yeah.
See,
I-
being old, it sucks, man, because we have all these old. I have all these old references too.
Yeah.
I think,
I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
yeah.
Like at our age, everything is getting debunked. Everything that we thought was a thing, we come to find out it's not
Yes.
really a thing. You
Well, the
know what I mean?
references nobody gets. We went on this trip recently, me and Nick, this past couple weekends, and you say all these. Like, you ever think that you forget that you're with kids, or not kids, but younger men,
Oh, sure.
and so we're talking all this junk, and they're just like,
I don't get it. I don't get it.
can't say nothing. I'm all laughing like weirdos.
Yeah. Oh, we're goofy.
You know how when you say something funny, you look at people, you're like.
Just that reassurance laugh.
No one.
So then I just start looking at Nick. I'm like,
And I'm looking back at Joe like, it's a good one, buddy. It's a good one.
what's immersion?
It's a good one. No.
It's the only problem I have.
Yeah.
With how we get
Speaking of trips,
I do it though. I think
warning.
it'd be cool to have an accent.
warning, spending the evening in a hotel room with Joel Reyes Sr. can be very interesting.
Okay.
To say the least. I do gotta say
time,
this.
ladies and
I do
gents.
gotta say this. I'll let Joel do the build up, but then. You know what? Just do the build up and then the final joke because it's super fun.
Yes, let's hear it.
What you said
Okay,
was
so yeah. So
just the contrast. Yeah,
So first off, we don't go on trips. You know what I mean?
yeah, in a long
We
time.
don't go on do trips. No ladies, no kids. We go on family trips,
Yep.
which are stressful. Okay? Family trips are vacations for everyone else, not so much for us. You know, it's like, did you have a good time? You had a good time. You liked
Yeah.
it. That's good. That's real good.
And let's clarify. Like when you go on a family vacation, you're not going on vacation. You're just taking the family to another place to
take
be a
vacation
family.
out of it. By the time you're 2 days in, you're like, man, I can't wait to get home.
Yep.
It's not a
You spend,
vacation.
wait, you
It's
spend
just
2
such a-
months. Look, you spend
yeah.
2 months. Your Facebook can't wait to dip my toes in the sand. We're gonna be killing it. Can't wait to go home. I'm ready. I'm like, dude, I just can't wait to be back on the couch,
so true.
hanging out.
So true.
Yeah.
But before you go, we're gonna dance the night away. We're gonna have. We're gonna do it this time.
turn
Remember
it
last time we didn't do it? We didn't do it. We stayed in
No.
the hotel and watched Murder She Wrote. We're doing it.
We're doing it.
And then you don't do it.
Nope.
You do it once, and then you're tired the other 3 nights.
Yeah.
The kids want to
Recovery.
go do everything, so you can't do anything. But anyways, back
Yeah.
to on task. So we get out there, and it's like a men's group. You know, we're having a good time. It's with our church, so it was really cool. Really good weekend. You could feel,
Oh, for sure.
God was there. Very
Absolutely.
good.
Absolutely.
You know, very. It's awesome, right? But like I said, me and Nick don't do stuff. So we get there. We're roommates too, so we're like, yes. So we're in the same room. First off, it's a plantation house. You get there, it's like, whoa. And then there's a bridge that they lock multiple times. I'm like, we're not leaving this place. Like, this is our laying ground.
It
This
gave
is our rest. Bro, you drive around, all the homes were empty.
it gave Shutter Island vibes. Like yeah.
Like a nuclear town. Like nobody lives here, but it looks like somebody lives here.
Right.
Bad. You know, scary.
houses everywhere.
Like Get Out,
Scary,
Get
but
Out
anyway.
the movie.
And so we get we get there, and it's the first night. First night, everybody checks in and stuff. So you got this Plantation Lake house, and then their hotel rooms, like really pretty nice hotel rooms, right? So it's pretty cool. So we had a good time with that. But we're gonna okay, let's go get some food because we've had a long day. So we go to Waffle House. Boom. Nick hates Waffle House. The dude convinced him, it's gonna be great. We're gonna go to Waffle House. Get there, have a good time, eat up a bunch of food. It's freaking Shamrock Day. What is it?
Oh, St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patty's Day. So they got like green waffle, all kinds of stuff, right?
Shouts out to Nelson.
Nelson. We're out there eating. So we go back and we get back up to the room, and everybody's really in bed except for me and Nick. And we're like goofies, just like, freaking get naked for no reason, throwing dirty,
Had to.
Hey, my sock in your mouth,
Get it out of here.
we had a lot of it was fun. We wrestled a couple times.
We did tickle fight.
Yeah, it's not the same. He's a little bit bigger, but I know how to get him.
He got me with the tickles. He took me
I know
down.
how to get him. Yeah, I did. I got him.
I'm gonna look at the fourth
You know,
wall.
I did is I unzipped his onesie, climbed in there with him, grabbed him. And we slept like that. I couldn't let him go. I was like, no. So Nick gets there. He breaks out his machine. He's got a CPAP. He's a snorer. Nick's a snorer. Nick snores from here. No, from here. So he breaks it out. It's like, man, cool. I'm like, cool.
From
dude.
the chest.
Yeah. But that Waffle House starts to hit me hard.
Oh no!
Like when I tell you, and this seems to be a going thing on vacations for me. We're talking. It was like bro. I was having a baby. It was like contractions, like every 20 seconds, and they were just
Brutal.
heat.
Brutal.
Thank God he had a CPAP because that was fresh oxygen getting out of that bad boy because I was locked in. And there was no returning that. I could not shut it off. I tried to go to the bathroom, and do the thing and just pull the plug and make sure I just gotta get it out of me. No, I didn't get anything out of me. No. I was on rotation, just constant fuel.
Oh man. And it was one of those.
So we go downstairs. We go downstairs to go look for something and come back up. Man, it is thick in there. Door. Had to push the door open. Just
You could see it. Like you could see it was a haze, like a literal, like a wafting haze. I was just like, just waiting for y'all to get back. Hey guys. Like
Hey.
it was bad. And the thing is, Joe had on a onesie at one point in time. So he's lighting the onesie up. He unzips that bad boy and it all spills out, dude. So there was a point where I was literally trying to get the windows open, but this is Shutter Island, and you can't open the windows. So
Alarm goes off.
I go over to where he is, and it's like,
Oh, yeah, right. So he's laying on my bed at the edge of it, like we're dating. Just like, so how was today?
yeah,
It's good.
Because I wanted to know. Yeah.
Like on the edge where my feet were crossed over like this. Like, yeah, it's good. It was good, man. It was a good day. And then he's just like, oh. Yeah, one of the instant. And I don't even remember doing it. I was pooting so much that I just lost track of it.
He blacked out. Yeah, he
He's
blacked
like,
out.
yeah, I did a booty blackout. You fart so much your butt cheeks go numb, and there's nothing. Just like, I don't know. And Nick's like, did you fart? I'm like, I don't know. I did. I think I did. I
He's
think
just
that's the moment we found that.
Probably. I don't know. It was vicious. But anyway.
So then I'm like,
Yes. So we're laughing. We're having a good time, right? And so I'm CPAPing up. You know what I mean? I'm getting everything together. I'm putting my water dish in. I'm putting it on, and Joe goes, I'm waiting till you fall asleep and don't fart in your tube.
fart right in that C-crap. Give him that C-crap.
I immediately got disgusted because you got to remember, this thing is attached. And
It
it's
just
blowing
blows.
pure. That thing would have went straight to my lungs, bro.
There's a tank.
Yeah, there's
the top. You
So
can-
it would have collected, and it would have been pure fart down the gullet.
You
Like,
could have just put it under
Oh,
your
man.
blanket. You could have just put it under your blanket, Dad.
Let me show you how
No
white
way.
this place was. Look at this Jesus.
oh yeah, look.
Look, you can't even see him. So look at that hair. He looks like he plays in a band.
Turn the screen brightness down.
So hold on.
It's so bright I can't even see him. Is he white?
There he is. There he is.
There he is.
Carl.
Look at Eminem right here. Why is the real Slim Shady hanging with he is like right there. He's pointing at him.
Yeah.
It's like you got one shot to get to heaven.
Truth comes
Oh
out.
man, it was creepy, but it was cool. But there he is. We got Yo, he was doing it for Lavario at that point, right?
right.
Look at the head nod, like, bam,
That's
got it.
a high school
I had to
picture
do
for
it.
you.
We hit him with the black and white, but no, it was a really cool place. Like,
True.
it's just Joel just had serious flatulence, but it was fun, man. It was good. We stayed up to like,
It's a one
oh
night
man,
only.
like.
It's a
We stayed up
one-night
to
event.
like 3:00 in the morning, man. Just
Yeah.
goofing and just laughing. I mean, as
Having
nasty
fun.
as it was hilarious. Like I literally was throwing up from laughing more so than throwing up from inhaling Joel.
You know, like when
But-
you throw up from laughing, it's serious.
We did get to watch.
He was sad.
We did get to watch Japan and who was it? Japan and Italy, which was a great game. So we
good.
caught some good
World
baseball.
Baseball Classic?
Yes,
We watched
it was
a
amazing.
bunch of that.
But man, it was
time.
just one of those times where it's like, man, I remember doing this back in the day because I remember being at Joel's house when I could go over and just being up for forever. You know, we're not
Let me
gonna go
tell
to
you
that
what-
hole. I had to
Let me tell you
mention
what
it
John said.
because that's just the truth. Yeah, go ahead.
John's like, hey, bro, I went into your room. Y'all like college kids? Nasty. Man. Jesus. Got pizza boxes, leftover crust. What y'all doing? Just partying? Is that what y'all was here for?
That's right.
No, he didn't say, but he's like, dang, y'all was nasty. He's like, why'd y'all leave all that? He's like, y'all was like college kids, what it looked like in there. I was like, hey, sorry.
Did you mention his
Alpha Rush.
Did you mention that his kid actually contributed
Yeah,
to most of that mess?
Oh, yeah, he did. That's what he had
Since he
add
wants to
it.
get judgy, no, it's fine. But
Yeah,
no,
man,
it's a
this has
really
been
good time.
It's a good time. Good trip.
Hotel room.
Really good
Been
trip. Really good
antiquing.
trip. Yeah. So
Okay,
we
so
definitely
since
need to
if-
do some type of trip soon.
I was gonna say if we're gonna continue the Joel stories, I have one because I have some footage that I'm gonna show us. But so we
Show that.
So yeah, I will
That's
show
so bad.
no, it was so great. So we went out with some friends for
Yeah.
like a late St. Patrick's Day.
Yep, Saturday night.
And so there's a new Irish pub in our little town that we live in. There's also like a new brewery downtown. So we just hanging out. First off, I show up and I find the first person I find at the Irish pub is Joel, and he is rocking a flannel button up, button all the way up to this freaking
Cholo style.
Heck yeah, I did. Yeah, all the way to the top.
apple.
Adam's
Adam's
apple.
apple.
Adam's apple, yeah.
Thank you. I was brain farting. All the way up, backwards hat, mustache looking fresh.
Blazing.
Dead on, bro.
Blazing.
Like, rocking.
So long story short, like
Well, this is
drink a beer
downstairs.
at the Irish
Yeah.
pub, then went to the barcade
Yep.
that's in downtown.
Awesome.
Indianapolis. It's dope. We had so much fun. So
Hmm.
me and DW got on the TV where we could play Mario Kart, like legit
yeah.
Nintendo 64 Mario Kart, or
With the
yeah,
cage around it. Like,
with the cage around it. So we're playing, and all of a sudden Joel and the other parties disappear, and we were like, "Well, I guess they were doing something." And then this, like, 10 minutes later, this ridiculously drunk gay guy knocks on my shoulder, and he's like, "Are you P Diddy?" And I said, "What?" He goes, "Are you P Diddy?" I was like, "I don't know. Am I?" He goes, "That guy right there said you're P Diddy." He points at Joel, and they are in this karaoke booth with these random people. And
It's a
Joel's
bro-
like,
so it's a
"Come in
room,
here."
yeah. Just you
Come
guys.
in here.
You shut
So
the
we
door.
get up, we walk in there, and
Karaoke in a closet.
Joel, the first thing Joel says to me is, I just killed a whole new world.
Oh, I did. I did.
I just killed a whole new world. You got to sing
Did.
something."
It was so good.
So then I sang some Tenacious D, which is always go to for anybody who can't sing doing karaoke. Well, then this girl wants to do a duet. It was so to lay out the landscape. It was us, the two other people that we were with, and then this girl and the guy that were a couple, and they're the ones that paid for the space, and they were like just
They're
wanting us to
hammered.
sing stuff with
They're
them.
hammered.
So. So this girl does Lady Gaga poker face, but it's the Glee version.
Oh no.
And she wants somebody to sing with her.
It's the worst.
And I'm like, I'm not doing it. And then DW's like, I'm not doing it. The other party's like, we're not doing it. So Joel's like, I'll do it.
No.
So
Duh.
they start singing. And then I capture, like, I'm watching Joel, who's singing the hell out of this song. And I'm looking at him, and the faces he is making are some of the most insane faces I've ever seen. Have you seen this footage, Nick? Or
No.
No, it's not
So-
good now.
No.
So
You have to mute it
I
if you do it.
Why?
no, I'm not going to mute it. I mean, I won't play it. I won't play it on the podcast.
Crazy. Yeah, we'll put it out.
But yeah, so this I'm going to unveil the footage that I recorded, and I think that Joel doesn't like. Hopefully, it'll play.
Oh,
Hold on.
oh no.
Never subscribe to the purse.
Oh,
He
dude,
said
it's so
pay
funny.
for it.
It was so crazy in there, and it was so slow. And then she's like, "We're gonna do some some Nashville. You know Nashville?" And I'm like, "I don't know Nashville. Who's it? Who's him?
Who him?
Who's
She's like, "No, the
Nash?
TV show Nashville. You know Nashville?" And I said, "I don't know Nashville."
Oh, with the girl from Heroes.
She's like, "Just sing the song, man."
Yeah, got Hayden Pantier.
Oh, dude, I figured the song out. I figured out the melody, and I was able to
Killed it.
just. I just Broadway sang
killed
the
it.
shit out of it. Yeah, I just
That's what you got
crushed
to
it.
do. Hey, when in doubt, Broadway it out.
Yeah, hey, my whole new world is like the guy's always like, "Hey, you're on my
My
Snap."
say.
It's like, "You got Snap?" I said, "I don't,
No.
but I got that. Let's go. Let's Snap. Let's get it.
Let's get her, y'all. Well, that's
He told
good, man.
Dale. He goes like this. He goes, he said, what did he say? He said, "Oh God." He goes,
He said something about wanting his.
no. He said, "If you do something to me," he's like, "I get pregnant instantly."
Is it not
And I was like,
sure?
"Whoa, you're a man," but he was
Only
hitting
in the
on
eyes
Dale.
of the beholder.
Hey, he was hitting on D-Man so much, and he's
Dude, it was so
it's so
funny.
funny. He's such the dude, you know.
Yeah.
And that was so. And he just sat there, just smiled and took it. And I'll tell you the one thing that we did say afterwards, right? So you left, Pat left, and so we walked back to the Gaelic, is what it's called, or something like that, the new Irish pub in Kannapolis. So we got back there, and he's all, "Man," he's all, "Dude, that was surreal tonight." He's like, "It was like a movie." And he's like, "It was just so surreal." And I was, and it's all I could think of was, it really was like that. Because think about this, he hasn't seen anybody in probably 14 years.
Yep.
He saw
Yeah.
you, Nick,
He
what,
said
2 years
he
ago?
saw me in
2 years ago, yeah.
2001.
Okay, so Nick had dinner with him, I think, a couple years ago, but I haven't seen him since, and we were really close. But so here he comes back after being gone for so long, and it was like a movie. It was,
Pick up where you left off.
you come home from you're on leave or whatever. You come home from the military a little bit, and we had a blast. It was
So much fun.
He's like, "Man, it was just so surreal. It was just
Is
like
it-
a
is
movie
it-
tonight. It was weird."
Wait, is it who I think it is? You're talking about?
Here you go. Hold on. Here you go.
Oh shoot! You can't hear it. I don't think it's gonna sound crazy.
Yeah,
through there.
you
Look
can
at that.
hear it. Dude, this is the funniest.
Between the hair and the
She was
mustache.
like, it was like, "Can't be mine, can't
Oh,
read
dude.
mine." All slow.
Face.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Hit it.
Dude, the greatest.
That's like a
good.
scary movie.
Like
So
claymation.
if you think
Fourth
if you
wall right
think that we don't know how to party,
Oh,
Even at our age.
you're
Hold it down,
misconstrued.
hold it down.
Dang.
Hold it down. Hold it down.
It was
Even that. See,
hard.
Joel, this is
So-
how you party.
so long-
you guys,
like-
kids think it's fun to party with all this drugs and crap, bro. Just
No.
have a good
No.
time.
That's the high.
Nick,
That's the high.
short story long. We all
missed
have to get together and go
Yeah.
get 2 hours in that.
I
booth.
missed it,
Oh,
man. I
lock and
missed it.
rock.
I hate I couldn't
Out.
make it, but I'm glad you guys had
I'm
a
bringing
good
the camera
time.
and we're filming it.
And I'm not missing the next one
Wait,
It was so much fun. I totally forgot about that night. I just
because I
can't believe you
brings
brought it
the
up.
heat.
Did you end up?
That was,
Did you say who it was that came back from the military?
yeah.
It was
I mean, we can be secret, but everybody listens to this. Nobody would have an issue, but nobody. There's no last names.
I. Oh, okay, but it's who I'm thinking about,
Well,
right?
I'll text
D-Man.
you. I'll
I don't
text
know.
you.
Deal. No, I don't think
G-Man.
you're thinking about. But it was so much fun.
Well, that's awesome.
Had a good
man.
time.
I'm glad
Yeah,
you had a good time. It looks like everybody had a good time. I'm jelly, but I'm also Selly.
I didn't spell his
Brayton.
name wrong. I texted it to
How
you.
good y'all was.
All right, let's
Oh,
have
awesome, man.
let's have a conversation about this thing that they're talking about in the news, the
No.
big thing,
No.
Let's do it.
where the UFO people from the Pentagon are saying, quite possibly there could be a mothership in our solar system, and he could be the one sending these little things that we're seeing coming into orbit. So
Mothership and bound.
that is like, that's facts right there. I mean, why would he say that? There could be possibly.
What's that movie? What's that movie where they use the lights?
Answer the question.
The lights.
What lights?
You know the lights where they use to communicate with the mothership. You know what I'm talking about? It's like I forget what it is. It's like
you're talking about Independence Day.
it's like I don't know. It's like an older movie, and they end up the mothership comes down, and they end up learning the language that it speaks because it like uses different sounds and lights on the bottom of the UFO, and they send it
Sounds-
back.
I'm
It's
gonna
not
be honest
Mars
with you.
Attacks. Nobody cares.
I'll be honest with you. Straight up, I'm a little bit mad that there's no fathership ASAP.
I'm saying, what's up with
First off,
that?
why gotta be the
You know what I'm
mothership same? And how about maybe a smaller ship called the stepmothership? Maybe that's something that comes in first. They send that one out, and it's like, oh, there's stepmother, and it's like then mother.
That's because the
They got-
alien. That's because the aliens is feminist.
They is the fathership.
But here's the thing, bro. I hope it's not an Independence Day issue because that means I got to learn how to fly a crop duster. Then I got to be able to
That's
learn
true.
how to fly F-16 because I know how to fly a crop duster because I used to be an Air Force pilot, back in the 70s. And it's just a whole thing that, I really don't want to have to
I hope
go
so.
through. Joel, you're going to have to come up with some
Nope.
quadratic formula.
Here's what I'm gonna
that
do.
figures out how to communicate with the mothership. Pat, you're going to have to fly that nuclear missile into the mothership. And unfortunately, that's how it's got to go. And then the president's got to get up and give some type of speech that rallies us all together. And
Let me tell you.
So
I'll tell you right now, I am a delusional man, and in my mind, I'm like, maybe I can like charm the aliens not to kill us.
You could.
Not to kill me.
yeah,
Hey, you look nice. That's a nice ship you got there. You want some food and water? Come in.
oh, you should
have
stock,
a meal.
You should stock up on Terry's. That could be their
You know,
gift.
I could just try my
Terry's.
Oh, you like chocolate orange? That's why you're here. That's why I got
You came for the
two.
One
chocolate
Terry.
orange.
Boom,
One for you.
know?
We want Terry.
So that's how my mind works.
Me,
You gotta think.
Terry.
I just want
Terry.
him to.
Here's what you do, Joe. You say, "What are my specialties?" What can I tell these aliens? I'm not an engineer, not that guy. Nick, I'm not like you. I can't fly a crop duster. I can crop dust, but I can't fly a
Yeah,
plane.
it's a skill.
He definitely can crop.
That's true, Nick.
Yeah, you crop dusted at the thing. Yeah, for sure. Definitely left the trail. But
I'm
here's the thing. Like, what if
gotta wit them out.
aliens are just us? What if they dropped us off
just wanna
and
wit
they're
'em
coming back to maybe get some more of us, or the ones they deem that can go with them? Like,
It might be cool. I guess
I
it'd
just
be cool,
like
or-
maybe aliens aren't what we imagine they are, and maybe they're just us.
People think-
or a
Would
different
that be
version of
disappointing?
us.
People think
I don't think so. I would feel better. Like, oh dang, it's just us, y'all.
What if it's really like Men in Black? What if they are among us?
They are among us
They-
every day.
I mean, Katy Perry,
First of all, birds ain't birds.
President Donald Biden. I mean,
Donald Biden.
That's a scary thought, bro.
Donald
That is a
Biden.
scary
Sent a
thought. What if you
was
combine those?
huge
Money.
it's huge.
Taxes.
What?
fish roll.
China.
Shit.
China.
Can everybody see like that? Can you guys all see?
Barely.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, son. It's very crazy.
It looks so stupid.
I'm the president.
I just need some ice cream. Yeah.
Listen,
People tell me
you guys
who got
don't-
it. They tell me
you
I'm
don't
all.
pay taxes. If you want the American people to suffer, that's on you. I don't know what else you
My
want to say.
people say my.
When you're a dad,
I will say,
that's how you close your eyes and still see what your kids are doing.
What are you doing in there, huh?
listen. Yeah.
Hide and seek with yourself.
Dang, we
I
give him a
don't-
one-eyed pirate.
I don't think of myself as more as an old fly. That's what he said.
That's right.
I'd say
That's
it's pretty-
right.
Old fly.
That's what he said in
right.
his speech one time.
I'd say I was pretty fly for a white guy.
So,
I wish,
Joel,
did you hear
Michelle
the speech
Obama.
where he talks about Rachel or whatever that nurse's name is?
No, I haven't.
Rachel Dolezal.
Biden talking about like I remember a nurse who treated me better than anybody. Her name was so and so.
Raquel.
one more thing I think I wanted to end on, which is it's a little bit less funny, but I think it's important. Seizing the days that you have in front of you every day, because you just never know.
Talk
Right?
about it.
things are, I think it's easy to take everything for granted and just to assume that today is today and tomorrow and I have tomorrow and I have tomorrow and I have tomorrow. And that's not the truth sometimes. And you might have 1,000 more tomorrows.
Yeah.
You know, you could. That could be you. You know, or you could have 10 more tomorrows. Or 500. You know, you just never know. So as easy as it is to say, like, you know, live every day like it could be the thing, it's a fact though, because you never know, man. And you face these realities as we get older, because as we face things, you know, unexpectedly, sometimes morality is brought into your face. Right? And you realize that, dang, I'm not 25 no more.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not, even if you're 25, remember, you're not 19 no more.
Every
yet,
day.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, every day. Just take, you know, and that's something that I think that it's misvalued sometimes, is the importance of just waking up.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah.
You know, and I was listening to this other podcast, and they were talking about how small, I mean, how rare it is that you even exist.
Oh, yeah.
If you just consider the probability of how many that don't. If you got millions, right? Come, you know, like of spittoons, as we'll say, whatever. You know,
good word.
you made it, bro. Like you're it.
Yeah.
It's like 1 in a billion.
Yeah.
Like the chance that you're here is the probability is so small. And the fact that we can sit here and look at this thing and talk about whatever we want and live and die and dream and all those things like that. It's like, don't take it for granted, because it's a miracle that we're here to start with. It's a miracle that I'm the person my parents had.
Yeah.
Because just as quickly as I'm here, I could have been a completely different person, different face, different personality, and just be a different dude.
Everything.
You know? But it's hard, dude, as you get older, because everything starts to kind of just, you know, the idea of not being here gets more real.
Oh, for sure.
And that's
Yeah,
scary.
you feel like feel like at your age now, you feel like you're just starting your story.
Yeah.
As you progress through life, you realize that like you've started surpassing pieces of your story to where that you can't go back and relive.
Yeah, and you
So it
have
gets
to-
kind of weird.
and having
on
dreams
the
when
other
you're
end-
having dreams when you're
Sorry.
older is scary too, you know.
Yes,
So
but
Go
yeah,
what
on
you
the other
said.
end, other end of that spectrum is cool when you get to certain points in your life, seeing and learning from the decisions that you made to get to that point. How like that's how I say whenever someone questions God, I'm like, dude, you got like there's got to be some higher power, because the path. If you look at your past, the path that you've been put on there's no way it could be random. Like it's not like oh, this thing just randomly happened and it's like you did this that led you to this that led you to this that
Correct,
ultimately led you there.
and I believe that. There was a time where I could, and no offense to anybody's beliefs or anything like that, but there was a time where I could rationalize everything. And I could say, well, this is because of that, and that's because of this, because I think that way. You know, my brain thinks logically. A lot of people are logical people, you know, and so
That's how we're trained to think.
Yeah, it carries a tough burden of not dissecting things or not going, well, that doesn't make sense, or this and that, or this is just coincidence.
It makes
This
it
is
hard to
coincidence.
believe something that can't be.
Yeah.
A lot of
proven to you.
people try to put purpose into purposeless, something that's purposeless. Like a lot of thing, like one thing that a lot of people have come to terms with is just like they think about the universe as like everyone tries to put logistics and like a reason behind like, dang, why did this happen? But like, I forget the exact word, but like, there's just the realization that like literally everything is just like, you can't control. Like there's no like reasoning behind why something happens. Like someone can die for no reason, and you might
Correct.
not have. There's no reason behind it. You don't know, and that person
But
didn't
there might not-
deserve it.
There might not be a reason behind it, but sometimes God can use things to and it's not, and if you believe in God, you know, I mean, not saying you or anybody else, if you believe in God, to me, you know, you in my religion, my faith, you pray every single day for the day that you get to meet the Lord,
Yep.
right? But we live in a society that mourns death, which is kind of a contradiction. I can't wait to die, basically, to go up in heaven, but I don't want to die.
Yep.
You know, it's a weird it's a weird give and pull.
You want to fulfill your earth life. You want to fulfill your earth life to the
Right?
fullest.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
I was gonna,
But I think that what was your question, Joel? I'm sorry.
I wasn't. Oh no, I was just.
Oh, that things
you
don't happen.
just
Okay,
stated,
yeah. So like people die for no reason, right? But sometimes somebody dying or passing away or
It's anything.
having something
literally anything.
happen to them, yeah. But sometimes in those moments, it has a ripple effect.
It
right?
does.
That that may take somebody who maybe this person that passed away was a great person, had a great faith and great life, and that was just their moment, and they go, and the person that they saved was somebody who wasn't, or somebody who had just started life, or somebody who was on the wrong path and had, whatever it takes, something so drastic. And I know it sounds terrible because when people pass away, it's like the worst, but it takes something so drastic to, wake somebody up or to change someone's life. And maybe that life changes 50 lives, and that 50 lives, it could be a whole different thing. So it just depends on how you see it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm scared to death to die. I'm not going to lie to you guys. There is my
Ironically.
biggest fear in my life is death, because I want to be here. I like to be here. I love my kids. I love my family. I love my wife. I want to see.
Yeah, that's the toughest.
Not. The idea of non-existence is frightening.
That's what a lot of people say that you kind of just need to kind of forget. It's just like a lot of people live their whole life stressing about the day whatever day that
Yeah.
it is, but
Some
it
people do.
hinders what else they can do. Like they end up saying,
Like,
But let me
you
tell
I'm
you
not going
this,
to do
Joe.
this
No
today
control.
because I might not, it's
But Nick can attest to this, I'm sure, and I'm sure Pat maybe, but I know for sure with Nick, as you get older, everything is more. It's accelerated. It is a bigger deal, because a lot of times if you find something out at 40, then maybe you should have found it at 30. It's different, or all these different things, or maybe you should have changed your diet at 30. There's a lot of stuff. So as you get older, it is the idea of a midlife crisis is 100% realistic, and I get it.
Yes.
Because there have been moments in my life, as of recent, and I'm exposing myself, right? So as of recent, where I just don't know, man, or I wake up scared about stuff, or I have a dream, or there's these things like that. So it is way more real as you get older, Joel, and as you start to weigh things out, where things are. I mean, when you're 20, it's like, oh man, if I just lived to be 40.
Right.
It's easy to say that because it's 20 years
Yeah.
away. But when you're 35, there's no way you're going to say, man, if I could just make it to 40, that'd be great.
I mean, another thing that brings it into reality is like we're at that age now where we can get a text message. Like we all three got text messages a few days ago.
Yeah, right. But,
About one of our
don't go
friends
too much.
that
Yeah.
passed,
So,
crazy.
that
yeah.
passed, and it's just
But life
like
changes.
we're at that age now where we can, like, it takes two hands, maybe even more than that, to count on people that we went to school with or people that we grew up with that have passed away.
right. And as
And
we
you
get older,
realize- that brings reality into it.
right.
scary part is that as we get older, guess who else gets older? Our parents.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. And so then we start to walk that line. We start to walk that path. And it's like, I don't even think about those things.
No, and you should.
And then, well, you shouldn't, but then you're wrecked. You're wrecked in a moment where it's like totally unexpected. I mean, but you can't. I guess you can't live in that moment. That's the truth. It's just living in.
yeah,
Living in
you
the
have to
moment.
live in the moment that you have now.
Yeah,
You can't.
and I think that's a
Experience.
better way. That's a better way to experience
Yeah.
life, Joel.
You can always anticipate
And-
something bad. Always, like let's say like my weekend will be ruined sometimes. Like if I'm on a Saturday and I'm like, dang, I really got school Monday. Like I let that get to me. That sucks. Like that's the kind of things
No,
like that.
you gotta, but you can't do that. You know why? Because you can't waste days, man.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I understand that. And like I feel
It makes sense to have bad moments, but bad moments should not carry over to bad days.
right. Well, it definitely like I don't know. It just has a lot to do with like stress, and it's like, dang, I really have this and this and this and this and this, and it's just like stacks and stacks.
What do you think, Nick?
It's heavy, man. I mean, it's heavy, and as you're sitting there talking about it, you start to, because a piece of what you were saying, Joel, is you get into the I wish I had's, or I wish I wouldn't have waited, right? And then you start to
Right.
think, is it now? Am I too old to do? And the truth is no, but you start to lack a sense of motivation to do it because in your mind you're thinking, dang, well, now I really am too old to do it, Even with what we do with the podcast, I think all of us at one point in time was like, should we? Are we past our prime when it comes to it? Right. Thankfully and thank God we didn't, because I think now's the best time for it. And so, just so much I was thinking about at the time because it's a heavy situation for me because the way I lost my dad. I didn't get any closure with that, and then I think about the way he died alone. And so exactly what you said is scary because we're not in that situation now, but we want to make sure that we are leaving a legacy for our kids, and for our kids' kids.
So true.
And so it's a generational thing. But what you don't want to have is not to have that closure with them, and so.
So would you rather be told, hey, you're gonna die, you're sick, you're gonna die in 8 months, or would you rather just not wake up?
I think I would rather just not wake up, right? Because I believe.
But see,
here's why I say this, because here's the thing: you're gonna want to do more when you know your time is up, as opposed to just doing more, regardless of what the time is. If that makes sense.
Always be motivated.
Like if you're gonna do stuff, do it without without a catalyst. Because again,
sure.
If I'm told, oh, you're gonna die in 8 months, right? Then I'm gonna pound it out. I'm gonna knock it out, knock it out. But if I don't know that I'm gonna die, I should live every day exactly like I'm going to. You know what I mean?
I agree with you in a sense there, but I think morally you're correct.
Yeah.
I agree. I think morally that's correct. But I think personally, and I'm not disagreeing or discrediting. Personally, I think that knowing something that is that big of a deal, right? It is that huge. I think it is important if you have a timetable. If something's going to happen soon, if you're going to die when you're 80, absolutely. Don't tell me. Don't send me my DNA. Hey, you're 95. You're going to have a stroke. Like, I don't care. Yeah. But if it's something that, hey, you're limited on time, right? I think knowing, to me, would be so important for closure, for the idea of, I need to reach out to this person. I haven't spoken to this person in months. And those people that we don't speak to for months, we forget, right? We forget about on a regular basis because we don't speak to them. Yep. And so I think when you have a finish line or whatever, I guess you could put it that way. You have a finish line or something. Yeah, you're gonna knock it out for different reasons, Nick, for sure. And I love living life every day. I wouldn't want to change nothing, right? But if your time's cut short, you can look at that and say, okay, I got to be sure that I'm not going to lose time with my wife. I'm going to be sure that I maximize each time with this. And then, I don't know, for me, it would help me in the instance of, like I could close it out for people.
You'd also be able to when it comes down to money and stuff like that, you can also, if you have that time to know, you can put as much money as you want down to do whatever you want. If you want to go experience things, I'll say, whenever I grow up and whenever I'm, whatever I'm doing with myself, I just hope I'm able to experience, just be able to have experiences, go out.
But you can. You're so young right now. You can choose right now at this moment that I'm going to have experiences for the rest of my life.
Right. And I believe that whenever I go to college, it'll be, I'm on my own. I get to make my 100% of my own decisions. It'll shift. It'll be like that. And
for 60% of your own decisions, because you're gonna call me and I'll whoop your tail.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna do stuff 60%. Like that. But anyways, I want to be able to, even when I get older, I want to do something that'll take me places. I don't necessarily live for man, I want to have the money to go do stuff. I just want to go do it. Right. It's I want to put myself in the opportunity, in the position to where I can go do stuff and go experience stuff and travel abroad. Doing stuff
you got to. You should.
There's experiences
you should make those choices.
You can have that needs to be motivation.
Right.
Motivation. Yeah. That means motivation to finish school, not just to go do crap.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. Right. And there's also different lifestyles too. I want, at some point in my life, there's the nomadic lifestyle where you move somewhere with this set sum of money. You sit down for a little bit, get a job, work up, do some stuff, and then you move whenever you want to. You can go anywhere you want in the country, or
but
even the world if you do enough money.
what I think what a lot of people don't tell younger kids that I feel like they should is like experience things, but you find your way.
Right.
Like, and then like there's some crappy things that are going to happen to you. There's some good things that will happen to you.
Yep.
But
Agree.
all of that is you finding your way. And if you just follow what you feel like is the right path or what you feel like you're led to do, then you will like eventually find your way.
I think it's
You don't want to be alone.
Some of us find it a lot earlier than others.
Yeah.
But once again, I think that falls back to what we were saying earlier. Is there's like everybody has a journey. Like everybody's on their journey.
has to do with nature outside, like stuff like that. Like that's stuff. That stuff seems to be. I'm so interested in it. I don't know. Like
I'm just
I was
kidding.
no. I know. I was. But like I was gonna say earlier, like whenever you're talking about things that you shouldn't take for granted, it's like if you just like look outside for like 2 seconds, just look instead of like just looking at the road in front of you or looking at just look at the trees or look at the ground or look around. Like it's crazy how pretty it is. Like literally I say like all the time, like I kind of wish my eyes were cameras so I could like just take pictures whenever I want, like and not have to carry around my camera. Which I mean, it's still nice with a camera, but like I don't know, like that's kind of like my niche. That's what I like. Like I want to go hiking in mountains and go look at huge.
Well, that's cool. I mean, you could definitely do that.
Capture the world.
Right.
Nick was saying he wanted to have CD players put in his boobs.
Ooh.
Remember that? And so I could like, and then he like different songs come out of his armpits. Remember that, Nick?
Rock your body.
And then one microphone.
Slaying out there. You'd be like you'd be the future of
One
DJ.
close contact microphone. It's a karaoke machine.
Hey, you got a disc? Hey, my demo. Hold on, let's hear it.
Should they open this way, or should they just be like slide in?
It should
like,
flap down. It should.
That's what
They
I'm
should
saying,
look
like
like
Walkman.
long nips.
Oh,
Just
like
flap
Walkman.
down.
just
old like Walkman CD player.
and then they close them up like
like a car.
Yeah.
You know how cars have it just sucks it in.
like Alpines. You could take them off.
Yeah.
Remember the detachable ones?
Yep.
Just
Hey,
take it
Case,
with
you
you.
put your nipples on after that.
Put the hard case in.
You put your regular nips on.
Put your nips
Let me
on.
replace these girls.
Yeah.
We're going to the beach.
Hey, I'm waiting for that surgery right there.
You could put a tape deck on your stomach and a speaker in your butt.
I said the microphone's speaking
Hey,
of the mic, baby.
Nick, that'd be a real boom box.
Here comes the boom, everybody. Then I want a headphone jack in the back of my neck so I can wear my headphones. You know what I mean? They call me the music man.
What if someone auxed you though? Like they just put their aux.
Oh, just tell them plug it in. So,
My
So
Bluetooth.
yeah.
yeah, at least ask me first. Like,
That's funny.
Sorry.
This is, sorry to go down that. It's been
No,
on my
it's
mind,
deep, but
and
it's, you know,
I
it's-
don't talk to a lot of people about.
No,
certain
it's
things with that. So.
and I was just listening, guys. I was definitely hearing everything he was saying, but it was just some really good points, and I really didn't jump in because a lot of what I was going to say really was already said. So, man, you know, it's a heavy conversation, but it's a healthy conversation, you know. And sometimes you got to have it, you know.
Yeah.
Let's end with this, right? Let's end with this. Let's end with saying, listen, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're 18. It doesn't matter if you're 20 or 30, 40, whatever. Here's one thing that we can agree to do, right? Let's live every day
LIV.
the best that we can, right? And the theme of it all, for me, the theme of it all, and Joel, you know this because I expressed it even at the men's retreat, like the theme of it all should be about love, right? Love hard. If you don't do anything else, love hard. And Joel Jr., what I'll say to you is, man, I'm not going to say work hard, but I am going to say work smart. Work smart so that you can have the time to do what you love, make the money you need to make, but you're not a slave to your job. You're not a
Right,
slave to
exactly.
yourself.
That's what I
right?
don't want to be.
That's what I want to tell you, man. Work smart because you can work smart and still be extremely successful. You're a smart kid, man. I will say this. You're smarter than the three of us sitting in this podcast right now.
Nah.
Right? And I
Possibly.
believe, bro, I'm telling you, you've always been a smart kid, man. You since 5 years old, bro, you've been super articulate, right? And so
Yeah.
you've shown signs of how smart you are, man. You just make smart choices, right? You're going to make mistakes, but don't make the same mistake twice, right? Don't do something stupid, get hit in the
Learn
head,
from
and then
it.
turn around and do the same thing stupid again. So be
Agree.
smart in everything you do, right? Use your common sense. The good Lord blessed us all with common sense. Unfortunately, it ain't common for
Not all
everybody.
of us.
Well, that's what I say. Unfortunately, common sense ain't common, right? He gave it to us, but we don't use it. But at the end of the day, man, let's love, guys. Let's love, right?
I would like to say to
we
you
love
guys-
you guys. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. I'd like to say to you guys, each, if you got friends, call them,
Yes.
text them. For real. Just like, I love you
I
guys,
thought-
bro.
Yeah.
And I
love
would
you
hate for something if, I love every day I have with you. I love knowing you guys. Joe, I love you as my son to the ends of the earth.
Me too.
I love you guys the same. And if I haven't said it, there it is. And tell your friends the same thing, because you never know. And if you haven't talked to someone, do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's all.
That's for you. That's the Korean heart.
Thank you guys for
Before you-
taking my I love you and just making it a joke.
It's not a joke.
Came
I'm
into it.
serious.
I said I love you back.
I take it back.
How dare you?
I said I love you.
No, but we want to say that we love all of our listeners. For those that have been sticking with us, we appreciate you guys so much, and we love you guys. Know that. We want the same advice that we've given to each other. We want tenfold for you and for everyone else. Appreciate you sticking with us. It's been a heavy conversation, but it's been a good conversation. Some really good, funny points. If you haven't checked out the podcast, we encourage you to go all the way back to. Man, what episode did we even start on? It doesn't matter. Just go back to where
think
you
53.
see the one with all of us with the cartoon face, and just listen. We also invite you to go back as far as the original Cane Punch and the PLU podcast, man. There's some good
PLU,
stuff in there. I want to thank Joel Jr., want to thank Patrick Price, want to thank Joel Sr., and then, of course, I kind of want to thank myself a little bit, right? Because we got to thank ourselves, right? We got to give ourselves some props, because a lot of times we don't.
Love
Right.
yourself.
So with that, let's get to the shameless plugs before we get up out of here, because it's getting a little late, Rudy. And we're going to start with Joel Sr. because his head's down.
I'm sad you guys didn't take my love.
Oh, my God.
I said I love you back.
know where to find me. That's
There
it.
you go again. I'd like
Go
to
ahead.
take the time for
Wow.
the Jell-O pudding.
No
ahead.
plug. No plug.
No plug.
No.
Wow.
plug.
Oh, for the people? No plug for the people?
I got
Well,
plugged.
What if this is their
Move on.
first
Got
episode?
plugged.
What if this is their first episode?
Plugged by my. Then I got plugged by my guys.
You never get plugged.
We said I love you. We said I love you. All right. Well, is it my turn? My turn to plug.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Junior.
Jedward0_0 on Instagram. Of course, you know where to find me on there. If this is your first time, now you know. And then on TikTok, you can find me on JRizzle69. And on both of them, I like to take pictures and do photography. Oh, that's the same thing, isn't it? I like to do photography.
Sometimes.
I like to take pictures.
Hope you guys plug each other.
Ugh. I'm always plugged.
You guys should try it. You guys should try it.
Always plugged.
I don't have any. I got to get up in like 3 hours for a flight. So just Tuesday, youtube.com/Tuesday, CHWSDY. And Nick, close it out.
All right, you can catch us right here on the Tuesday podcast, available on all platforms. You can also catch us on the YouTubes under the Tuesday, and all things that are Tuesdays involved with it. So we thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Tuesday, and we hope you guys have a great, awesome life, and we will see you on the very next episode.